Yo, people, what going? I don't know, it's the King Boss. Welcome back to another one. And in this one, I'm going to be looking at Doom Eternal. Yes, I know I'm a bit late to the game again, but I just managed to finish this game on Game Pass, and it was a superb game in most areas. Let's jump into this one.
Maybe he represents humankind's rage, their will to persevere, to overcome that which would threaten our survival. He is uncompromising, a relentless being of violence.
Doom Eternal sees you return as the Doomslayer to get rid of the demonic horde that has come to take control of the Earth or the multiverse or whatever they've come to do. There is a lot of familiarity in this game, but at the same time, there are some things new you have to learn. Let's quickly talk about the good. Now, firstly, this game runs very smoothly, okay? I played this on the Xbox One X, not the Series X, and even though it was capped at 30 frames per second, I really felt as if it was moving at 60. It might actually be moving at 60. I never actually checked the actual details, but I do have to say Bethesda has done a really good job with this game running at such a solid frame rate. Even when it got really busy on screen, moving around felt really solid. So well done, Bethesda. The story of this game was surprisingly decent. It's not what I would call Oscar winning, but it did drive the action along really well and things made sense. It wasn't just a mismatch of stuff being done. I understood why things were being done. I really didn't care much because I just wanted to get through that whatever cutscene it was and jump straight back into the action because that's where I think the game really shines. Even though the story was good, it was bearable, it was decent, it was really the action of this game, the movement, the mechanics that really pushed me into completing it. The upgrade mechanic in this game, again, made a lot of sense. I understood why they did it. It made perfect sense in terms of the abilities you got for the different kinds of enemies. For example, the shotgun was just a good all round close combat weapon. If you had the shotgun automatic attachment, for example, right, you could just rinse that thing and it will bring down almost any enemy very quickly, right? The main rifle you have, so that main machine gun, it has missile launchers attached to it, so you can actually shoot missiles from that gun. And again, for bosses that move around relatively quickly and you want to just quickly dispatch of them, that's a good way to do it. So guns in this game, very useful. Attachments made sense. Very Doom-esque type of attachment side that you got. Now let's talk about what was not so good about this game. Now, if you guys watch my Phoenix Rising review as well, you guys will know I very much dislike puzzles in games. And this game, for some reason, they decided to turn this perfectly good first person shooter into a jumping puzzle game. But here we go. So yeah, this game had loads of puzzles. So what you're seeing on screen here is just one of the actual puzzles that were in the game. This was an easy one. Wasn't too bad. But there are so many puzzles like this which I think are just really irrelevant. I don't see why this game needed puzzles. We're perfectly okay, in my opinion. Most people are perfectly okay just shooting demons. We don't need to be jumping from platform to platform. Put demons in front of us, give us the ability to kill those demons, and leave us to it. That's all we needed. But I digress. So the next thing I found not so appealing was actually a gameplay mechanic and a new feature of the game, which meant that I had to collect armor, health, and ammo separately. Whereas before you do a glory kill and I believe you just got everything. Now you do a glory kill to get one thing. You do a normal kill to get something else. You use your ice blast or grenade, your flamethrower to get something else. And this was really confusing in the beginning of the game. And it's only towards the end of the game that I feel as if I mastered this properly and I would actually run around the map being able to use all three things effectively. But in the beginning, when they were all introduced, I was like, "Oh my god, this is overwhelming." But again, this is a me thing. Managing three mechanics in a game for me was overwhelming. And again, this might just be me wanting to just run, gun, glory kill, and move on. But that was something that I thought I should mention. As good as this game is, or was, there are some things I do think, for me personally, I would like to see improved. So let me just quickly run over again the good and the bad of this game. So very smooth, very nice gameplay, good mechanics, even though I didn't like all of them. All of them made sense.
too many mechanics at the same time for me to manage, but again, that's a me thing. More than one or two is overwhelming for me. The things I want to see in the next one, less stuff to manage. I don't want to have to manage health and armor and ammo separately. Let me just do glory kills and get everything I need, anything I need at the time. Maybe let's cycle through what's needed. So this first kill, this first glory kill, I get ammo. The next one I get health. The next one I get armor, right? But again, to be honest, it was fine. This is just a me thing, right? A thing that I do think this game would benefit from is less puzzles. All this jumping around in Doom, jumping from platform to platform, having all these platform puzzles, I think it let the game down because you go from having this really nice pace action to jumping around, which slows the game to an absolute halt, right? It took me so long in some cases just to get the jumps right and just to know actually where to jump and where to go. I don't think this is necessary in a game like Doom. I think fluid combat, decent story, and loads of enemies, harder enemies each stage obviously, is all this game needs. It doesn't need to try and reinvent the wheel. Now I do respect the fact that they actually went ahead and just added some nice new features that they thought people would like. And for the most part, I'm sure it worked because this game got really good reviews. And I would give it, if I were to give it a number, an 8-ish out of 10 because it was really solid, right? Less resources to collect, and the only thing I would say is give us more story. The story in this game was good. I really don't remember the cutscenes from the previous game, but the cutscenes from this one were more impactful. So I think they need to continue along that same trajectory of just improving everything overall. All right, so thank you guys for watching. This was the King Boss. This was Ron's Tech Hub. Peace.